Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Welcome all the devotees to morning Japa session and short Srimad Bhagavatam class. On behalf of my leaders, I thank all the Japa leads who have done their services. Hare Krishna. So, yes. Now let us start this short Srimad Bhagavatam class. Before that, a short kirtan. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज बिहारी Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Gandharvika Giridhari Gaura Hari. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Anantadev. Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Anantadev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Hare Krishna. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate grim yatkripātamaham vande Shri Gurum Dīnatarinam Paramanandamādhavam Shri Chaitanya-ishvaram. Hare Krishna. So, yes, welcome all the devotees. Today's verse number is Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 4th chapter and 11th verse.
Bhagavatam
The word once. Krishna. Suta Uvacha इति उपामन्त्रितो राज्ञा गुणानुकथने हरेः ऋषिकेशम् अनुस्मृत्य प्रवक्तुं प्रचक्रमे. Hare Krishna. So the word-to-word meaning synonyms are like this. Sutaha Uvacha, Suta Goswami said, iti, thus, upamantritah, being requested, Ragnya, by the king, Guna Anukathane, in describing the transcendental attributes of the Lord, Harehe, of the personality of Godhead, Rishikesham, the master of senses, Anusmritya, properly remembering, Pravaktum, just to reply, Prachakrame, executed the preliminaries. So the translation is like this. Translation and puppet by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So translation is like this. Suta Goswami said, when Shukadev Goswami was thus requested by the king to describe the creative energy of the personality of Godhead, he then systematically remembered the master of senses, Sri Krishna, and to reply properly, he spoke thus. So the purport will read: the devotees of the Lord, while delivering speeches and describing the transcendental attributes of the Lord, do not think that they can do anything independently. They think that they can speak only what they are induced to speak by the Supreme Lord, the Master of the senses. The senses of an individual being are not his own. The devotee knows that such senses belong to the Supreme Lord and that they can be properly used when they are employed for the service of the Lord. The senses are instruments and elements are ingredients, all endowed by the Lord. Therefore, whatever an individual can do, speak, see, etc., is under the direction of the Lord only. The Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, 15th shloka, confirms this. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto mataha smritir gnanam apohanam cha. No one is free to act freely and independently, and as such, one should always seek the permission of the Lord to act or eat or speak, and by the blessing of the Lord, everything done by a devotee is beyond the principles of four defects typical of the conditioned soul. Hare Krishna. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, Hare Krishna. Yes. So today's verse is about speaking. How the devotees speak on the topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here we have known the scene. What is happening is Parikshit Maharaj is asking Shukadev Goswami to explain about how Lord creates this universe using his energy. So he has asked Shukadev Goswami, and Shukadev Goswami first, what he does is he prays to the Supreme Lord Rishikesha. So he prays so that whatever he is going to speak now, the whole Bhagavatam which Srila Shukadev Goswami is about to speak, may be freed from all the defects that a human being normally has. So we'll go with the purport. We'll read the translation again. So Suta Goswami said, when Shukadev Goswami was thus requested by the king to describe the creative energy of of the personality of Godhead, he then systematically remembered the master of senses, Shri Krishna, and to speak or reply properly, he spoke thus. So, yes, in the Prophet Srila Prabhupada mentions that the devotees of the Lord, while describing the glories of the Lord or even his devotees, to speak properly, even on lecturing Srimad Bhagavatam or any other addresses, public addresses. So in all these cases, a devotee thinks that he is not able to do anything on his own. He knows that he cannot speak anything independently or in a proper way without without the blessings of the Lord. So here, Srila Shukadeva Goswami is remembering Rishikesha, the master of senses. Rishikesha means master of senses. So while speaking, the tongue is involved, the mind is involved, right? Or the even the intelligence is also involved. So we remember, we try to analyze, and then we speak. Mm. So all these mind, the tongue, the other senses, or the intelligence, everything is actually being mm, controlled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mm. If He agrees, only then we can speak. Whatever He wants us to remember, only that we can remember. Whatever He wants us to forget, we'll forget that. So sometimes this happens, uh, we'll have so many points prepared to speak, right? But while speaking, we'll forget few points. Although even if we have written that on a sheet of paper and it is in front of us, still sometimes we forget to speak that. Mm. That is because Lord Krishna wants us to forget that. So, when a devotee surrenders himself before speaking to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he takes care of whatever the speech that is going to come. So, generally, what we do is we do not ask directly Krishna, right? We ask his representative, we ask Guru. Mm. And the whole Guru Parampara, we pray them, right? So that the right words come. You know? His Grace Amarendra Prabhuji says, right? May the right words come in the right time, at the right place, right? So, how all this happens is because of the blessings of Guru. Mm. Even while speaking on Srimad Bhagavatam in the temple, we say they sit on the Vyasasan, right? They are representative of Vyasadeva. So the whole Guru Parampara itself will be behind them to make them speak. Mm. There is a verse which we recite before Srimad Bhagavatam class, right? Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langayate girim, yat kripa tamaham vande shikurum deenataranam. Right? So how how the blessings of Guru work? They work in a mm, very wonderful way that even a dumb can speak. No, although a person is nowhere qualified to speak, he doesn't even have the ability to speak. Still, because of Guru's blessings, what happens? He starts speaking. He starts speaking like a very experienced speaker. That's what happens when one seeks Guru's blessings before speaking. So anybody, if you are having some devotees will be having this fear of how can I speak in front of so many people. Or while even if they have to do preaching somewhere, maybe near their neighborhood, if they have to do some bhakti vrikshas, right? That is important because our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he insists that everybody become preacher and everybody on their own terms, in their own capacities, uh, speak about the Lord, tell about this. Bhakti process, Sankirtana process about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to everybody whom they get. Yare dekho tare kaho, Krishna Upadesh. So, how a devotee gets such kind of ability to speak about all these things is the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself empowers the devotee who wants to speak about the Lord. Hmm? Who wants to who are desireful of serving the Lord himself gives that ability. That is what here Srila Shukadev Goswami is doing. He is seeking the Lord for the blessings. So us, we can also take this blessing by praying to Guru Maharaj, praying to Srila Prabhupada, praying to our whole Guru Parampara, then Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So there is a request to all the devotees who are a little bit not so comfortable in speaking to people. So we have to remember the we have to remember to pray to Lord Krishna, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, mm, because they are going to give us the power. Even while distributing the books, right? To convince the other person, it's not in our hands. Mm. So, to convince the other person, we have to pray to Lord Krishna who is sitting in their hearts. If Krishna says, everybody will accept. They won't say no at all if Krishna says within their heart. Mm. Even while seeking for donations for any of the programs, preaching programs which we are doing. So even in that case also, Srila Prabhupada mentions that if Supreme Personality of Godhead wants to help you, definitely he'll insist that person who is about to give the donation. That also makes us well aware that it's not because of me, it's because of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So by that we are protected always from this defect of thinking that I am the doer. Hmm? So no, we are not the doer. We only have the ability to desire something. Hmm? Remaining whatever the process needs to be done after the desire to fulfill the desire is being done by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hmm? We desire something, and Lord Krishna arranges everything for that. Hmm? We need a body to fulfill this desire. Krishna gives us. We need something else. Krishna gives us. You know. So that's how it works. Even the speech ability. So here, Srila Prabhupada mentions at the at last in the purport, he mentions that no one is free to act independently and freely. Hmm? And as such, one should always seek the permission of the Lord to act, to eat, or speak. See? And by the blessing of the Lord, everything becomes perfect, whatever devotee does. So even while eating, we actually pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? We pray using that mantra. Mm. Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmani Vaishnave, Svalpa Punyam Vatam Rajan, Vishwasvanai Vachayate. Right? We all say that whole shloka. We need to know the meaning of that shloka. Whenever we say that, we need to meditate upon that meaning so that the proper consciousness will be there while having the prasad, while serving the prasadam. Hmm? Serving the prasadam in the sense while having the prasadam. That's what I meant. So, like this, while eating also, while acting also. Sometimes whatever the seva which we are given by our seniors, before doing that we can seek the blessings of Supreme Personality of Godhead, of Guru Maharaj, of Srila Prabhupada. So all of them we need to seek the blessing so that whatever the service we have got, may we do it in the best possible way without any defects. Mm. The more we get surrendered, the more it gets freed of uh, imperfections. You know? So that's how it works. And while if we pray to Guru Maharaj or Srila Prabhupada, see, when we are offering the food to the Lord, right, Bhoga, when we are offering, at that time also we pray to Guru, right? Because whatever we have done, we have not really, you know, a normal man, a human being, he does mistakes, right? Mistake is unavoidable. That is defect, one of the four defects. mm, is sure to commit mistakes. So while preparing the bhoga, anything might have happened. And while offering, at least if we pray to Guru, he'll take care of the imperfections. He'll make it perfect, and he gives to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here Srila Shukadev Goswami is on some other platform, he is a perfect soul. He has become perfect within the womb of his mother. So, such kind of elevated soul, Srila Shukadev Goswami was. So, he is able to pray directly to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You know. So, for us, who are mere human beings who are trying to, uh, you know, do some kind of devotion, who are still in the initial stages, we have to pray to Guru. So it's by Guru we can achieve anything, you know. That is what we say Pangum Langayate Girim. See, those who are lame, they can't even walk properly. But by Guru's mercy, what happens? They can jump over the mountains. That's how it is. Very wonderful Guru's mercies, Nityananda Prabhu, his mercy, he can make anything possible. He can make the most sinful human beings who are almost like demons into devotees, into very beautiful devotees. We are talking about Jaga and Madhai. How how fallen they were. They were called Naradhamas, the highest Naradhamas can be called. Hmm. There is no sin which they haven't done, you know. So such kind of people can be delivered by Guru's mercy. Nityananda Prabhu is the Guru Tattva, Balramji, Guru Tattva. So their mercy is being spread by the other acharyas who come in their line, right? So we say in our uh, Srila Guru Maharaj's Pranam Mantra, His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj's Pranam Mantra, Nitai Kripa Pradayane, right? That he gives out the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. All the acharyas, all the gurus, they are giving out uh, the Nityananda Prabhu's Kripa, mercy. And because of that, everybody can become devotee. Hmm. See, while preaching also, if we see someone who cannot at all be turned into devotion, into a devotee, what we can do, we can pray for Nityananda Prabhu, we can pray for Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, your Guru Maharaj, that please help this soul. Hmm. Definitely he's gonna become a good devotee, you know, that's for sure. See, Krishna might reject people, no? Krishna might see, okay, he is not at all qualified to get my service, to get my prema, anything. So, yes, that is there. See, His Grace Gurudev Prabhuji, he was mentioning in one of his lectures that, see, Krishna, whatever we desire something materially, he gives up very easily, it seems. Okay, so very easily he'll just give it. Okay, you want material, you want some other desires, I'll give you. But yeah, his grace Gurudev Prabhuji is Srila Prabhupada's disciple. So yes, he was mentioning that. And if someone asks for service of Krishna, hmm, devotional service of Krishna, then he thinks, it seems. He thinks a lot before giving any devotional service. He says, you wait here. He says, you wait. He sees if he is qualified or not, then he gives this devotional service. No? But Guru, he is more merciful than Krishna. See, Guru's mercy is more than Krishna. Guru is able to give this devotional service to any kind of people, you know. Um, you know Krishna sometimes in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in one segment that one should not um, tell this to those who are not much interested or not much inclined to hear, this secret knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that Krishna is Supreme Personal Godhead and we have to get surrendered ourselves completely to only Krishna and do the devotional service to Krishna. All this is very confidential knowledge. Okay, so this should not be told to people who are non-devotees. That's what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. In that purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions that devotees of the Lord are more compassionate than the Lord. No? They understand that Krishna wants everybody to become devotee. Okay, so they take up this risk of trying to preach to non-devotees. They take up this risk. Hmm? And Krishna is happy with that. Krishna is that's why Krishna loves his devotees more, and he cannot reject um, the wish of a devotee. you know so a pure devotee, if he desires something, if he says something, it can never go in vain. Krishna will take care that he completes that desire. He fulfills that wish. So, hence, a devotee, if we can get the blessing of a devotee on some soul or upon ourselves as well, then magic will happen. You know, those whom we never expect them to become devotees, they can also become devotees. That's how the mercy of Guru is. Hmm. So, yes, that's how we need to, we can, try this. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. We can try to distribute this to everybody. We can pray for everybody daily. May everybody be protected. Those who are already devotees, may they be protected from from the attacks of Maya. Mm. And those who are non-devotees, may they become pure devotees. We can pray daily for this, and magic will definitely happen. We just have to pray, right? Keep faith in the Guru's words and pray. That's what we need to do every day. And our Guru Maharaj and also Srila Prabhupada and all the Gurus, they all pray daily for everybody. They pray for the benefit of ISKCON. They pray that Srila Prabhupada's desires may be fulfilled. They pray that everybody become devotee. They can't stand the pain which is taken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Prabhupada mentions that we are all part and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like if my finger here, it's a part of my body. If it gets cut here a little bit also, I feel the pain. So like that, Krishna also feels the pain, it seems. So the devotees of Lord Krishna cannot tolerate this pain. So they come and they leave their eternal position there. They take the risk of entering material world, and you know how dangerous this material world is, and how how foolish the people here are. They can't even listen to what uh, the the devotees of the Lord are speaking for the people's own benefit. They can't even listen to that. So that kind of foolish people are there. They're taking this risk of educating all the people here. So yes, Krishna loves them. We can request the mercy of Guru in every situation of our life, while doing service or while getting protected from this external energy, or while chanting. That is very important. If we can chant correctly, that is the 90% which we can do in devotional. Bhagavad Gita 15.15th shloka, we already saw that uh, Krishna resides in our heart, and he is responsible for remembering and forgetfulness, and also the knowledge. Mm. Whatever knowledge we get, it's from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mm. So yes, we also pray to his representative that everybody gets protected in devotional service and everybody becomes a good pure devotee. Hare Krishna. So yeah, I am stopping here. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to be able to serve all the Vaishnavas here in Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. If any thing you found a very nice point, it's only because of Guru Maharaj's mercy and all Vaishnavas' blessings. If anything which is out of the proper understanding, it's only because of my anarthas. So kindly forgive for it. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Vijetha Mataji, for your interesting class. Thank you very much. So we will go with the Kannada translation if Veda Mataji would like to do.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭು ದಂಡವತ್ ಪ್ರಣಾಮ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇವತ್ತು ವಿಜೇತ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಅವರು 8.4 ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ನಾವು ಶ್ರವಣದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಿತ್ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಖದೇವ್ ಗೋಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಹೇಗಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಕ್ತ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿವೋಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ಗುರುನೇ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ದಾರಿ ಬಂತದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಋಷಿಕೇಶ ಅಂತಾನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸುಖದೇವ್ ಗೋಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು ಋಷಿಕೇಶನ ಒಂದು ಶರಣಾಗತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಸಹ ನಿಗ್ರಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಋಷಿಕೇಶನ ಒಂದು ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಭಾಗವತಂ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವೋ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇ ಇರುವಂತ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಕಾರಣ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಗುರು ಒಂದು ಕೃಪೆ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿವೋಟೀಸ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಸಾಸನ ಅಂತ ಇದಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಥಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಸದೇವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರುವಂತ ಜಾಗ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಸಹ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳುವಂತದ್ದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜರಾಗ್ಲಿ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯಗಳಾಗ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭುಗಳ ಒಂದು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪ್ರಭುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಮರ್ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗುರುತತ್ವ. ಅವರು ಗುರುತತ್ವ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಶರಣಾಗತಿಯನ್ನ ಕೋರಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಜಗಾಯ್ ಮದಾಯ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅವರು ಡೀಮನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಏನಂತಾರೆ ನರಾಧಮರನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅವರು ಭಕ್ತರನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿನೇ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಭಕ್ತರ ಅಲ್ದೇ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಇದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಗುರು ಅದನ್ನ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ಮನ ಅವನು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಏನಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತಾನೆ, ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಾರನ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಂಚ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಭಕ್ತರು ಸಹ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಿಯರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. ಬುಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ಶರಣಾಗತಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಹೌದು ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯನ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅನ್ಸಿದಾಗ ಗುರುವಿನ ಕೃಪೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. If anybody would like to add a few points, or if you have any questions, Mataji is still available. Okay. Thank you, Mataji. You have nicely explained it. So sometimes we may jot down our own notes to give a Gita Bhagavatam class. So we may not be able to, produce it. Guru Krishna, they know it, what to do, what not to do. Sometimes whatever it is not there in our notebook also, we are doing so much. So that is the mercy of the Guru and Krishna and all the Vaishnavas. Mm. So in this verse, we can also understand that we are not the master of our own senses. So though we have this body, and though the senses are belong to this body, but as a total, we all belong to Krishna. That is why 15:15 example is given. Sarvasta Chaham, Buddhisanavista, Mata Smritir Manam Apohanam. So especially the students and the job aspirants, they are very proud. And they think that, I am the most intelligent person because of my knowledge. I got a seat in, CET, NEET, or IAS, IPS. And after getting job also, they will be fed up and they will be behaving like this. And but Krishna will teach lessons for them because mm, more intelligent than that person, another person will be there. So Krishna will make arrangement that he will come across to the most intelligent persons than him, then he will be bewildered. So a person who is a devotee of Krishna, he knows that he is a servant of the servant of the servant of the servant, and in that sense, his senses should be utilized for the service of Krishna. Then Krishna automatically bestow, and through that speaker, Krishna will give message to various devotees. And because devotees, when they are sitting in the Bhagavatam class, Gita class, and the devotee who is sitting on the Vyasasana, and Guru and Krishna, they know that even without asking by the audience, the speaker will give answers. And sometimes it depends on the speaker's purity also, his sadhana, his service, his purity altogether. And if we even speak one small word also, it penetrates the heart of the audience. And the audience, they may have some bad habits, mostly, meat eating, illegal sex, all these four things. Then when the speaker, gives some analogies and Shastric reference, there is a change of heart in the audience. So that is why the speaker is the most important person in ISKCON. Not only in ISKCON, any devotee of the Lord who is acting on behalf of the Parampara. So that's why Matta Smriti Jnanam. So it is not coming from me actually, it is from Krishna. And also Prabhupada here mentions that no one is free to act freely or independently. That's why the aspirant or the Bhagavatam speaker, whatever position he may be, he is supposed to take guidance from one's own guru or his representatives, counselor or his Siksha guru. Then it is in line with actually. So when you welcome all the devotees, to give their opinions, and it will be a boosting actually in Krishna consciousness. Okay, so thank you very much, Vijetha Mataji. We hope to hear more from you. For this reason, when we are in Vyasasana, either Prabhuji or Mataji, we are supposed to follow some etiquette. So today I'm very happy that Vijetha Mataji has followed it. So all the Prabhujis, all the Matajis, at least when you give Zoom Vyasasana seat, you should follow this basic principle. This is basic. Don't think that you are so elevated. This is a basic principle, basic etiquette, so that it gives an appeal to the public, even to the non-devotees. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Correct.